Alright y'all, welcome back to another TVRM Coaches and Rolling Stock Descriptions video. Today we're going to be looking at a car from the Southern Railway. It is a dining car and it is the Traveler's Fare 3158. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the 3158 is a heavyweight dining car. Was built by the Pullman Company in 1924 for the Southern Railway. It served the Southern Railway until 1968 when they donated the car to TVRM. Southern Railway totally rebuilt the car in 1949, sealing the windows, adding all new interior, and heavily modernizing the exterior. Upon construction, the car was a stunning reflection of the 1920s with the opening windows and clerestory roof, varnished wood, grain interior, and exquisite fixtures and furnishing. The interior was laid out for 36 service with a combination of two-person tables, one on one side and four-person tables on the other. Over the years, the Southern Railway made several updates to the car, including the addition of steam injection air conditioning between 1936 and 1938. Which conceded with the slight simplification of the interior to replace much of the wood graining and painted finishes. During this time, when the U.S. was under the presidency of Franklin D. Roosevelt, dining car 3151 became one of the three cars commonly used to prepare meals for the presidential party on the trips to Warm Springs, with the 3158 being paired with the Glenn Series Pullman and, of course, the Great Traveler series car for Roosevelt. In later years, solely the Ferdinand Magellan. By the war's end in the 1940s, however, the 1930s repaint was not enough, and the 1920s car was quite distinct compared to the Southern Railway's newly streamlined stainless steel dining cars. So in 1949, the car was taken to Haynes shops and completely cut down to the framing and rebuilt. These changes included covering the clerestory roof with more streamlined rounded turtleback with large sealed windows, welded sides, and mechanical work. Internally, all the old brass fixtures were removed, along with the ornate wooden tables and chairs, the original clerestory ceiling, and nearly all detailing in place with their new interior with modern fittings based upon those found in newly streamlined dining cars was fitted, providing the seating for the 48 and four top tables on either side of the walkway. The rebuilt car rolled out several months later in 1950 and continued to serve the Southern Railway until 1969, when the car was donated on its birthday to Groen, the Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum, who nearly immediately placed the car into service and eventually repainted the car into its 1920s Roman letter scheme before another scheme came about several repaints later. In 1980, the car was donated to the museum's Colonial Red scheme and was named Traveler's Fare by museum president Robert M. Sewell Jr. After an English dining car operation, inside the car gained matching red drapes and carpet, as well as Sewell's Grand Junction gray paintwork. Just after the turn of the millennium, further mechanical and structural work would be undertaken to keep the car in fine form. The car would remain in the same appearance through the over 4 decades, celebrating its centenary in February of 2024, completed with the cake, until it was taken to the dock in 2025. And during 2025, the car underwent the structural and mechanical repairs needed to keep the car well in its past life expectancy and tip-top shape, and was restored in its 1950 and 69 Southern Railway condition. With the removal of the gray paint internally and an exterior repaint back to her Southern Railway livery with the area-appropriate block lettering, the car rolled back into service on the museum's diner trains in August of 2025, and today the 3158 continues to be a part of TVRM's longer excursions, delighting passengers with its onboard meal service. Unlike many museums, that rely on site cafeteria or catering, TVRM takes pride in preparing all meals on board the 3158. Using fresh ingredients, a meal aboard the 3158 is more than just dining. It's an experience that transports passengers back to an area where railroad cuisine was an art form, making every passenger feel like first class seated in carefully designed dining room. So, for the specifications, the car is Southern Railway 3158. The car type is a dining car. Operators of the Southern Railway, Tennessee Valley Railroad Museum. Builder is a Pullman Company. The date built is 1924. The paint scheme, back then it was usually painted in the Colonial red, but since 2025, it has now been Southern Railway Pullman number 4 green. The letter is Southern and the status is operational. And you can certainly find the 3158 on the Georgia trains or the Dinner on the Diner whenever you go to TVRM. Anyway, that will wrap up another video of TVRM coaches and rolling stock descriptions video. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. Please be sure to like, comment, hit the bell for notifications of new videos, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see y'all tomorrow.